Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with more iRacing. This time around we're here with the F4 Fix series from Spa-Francorchamps, and I almost freaked out before we jumped into this because, as you might just be able to tell at the bottom of your screens, Sergio Perez is in our lobby. Until I read his last name. Sadly, yeah, it's not real life Sergio Perez, so we might clickbait the title, still you'll find out when you're watching this video, but we are going to be racing Sergio Perez, kind of. But yeah, of course, if you're new around here as well, please do make sure you get yourself subscribed for more sim racing related content. Of course, a massive thank you as well to 3,000 subscribers actually now on the channel. We've been doing really well over the last few weeks, so I cannot thank you guys enough for that. But yeah, let's get into it though. Qualifying, of course, first up, a long lap Spa in the F4 cars. We're going to see times around the 2:22 mark. So the race isn't going to be many laps either, but fingers crossed we can keep it clean and tidy and do better than we did at Imola.
That's pole.
Oh, there we go, 21.9. That is much better than I was expecting. I guess the tyres really did come up to temperature on that second lap. We will take that one when qualifying is all said and done. We're currently P3, but I'm sure we'll see a lot of other cars improve. But that was much better than any time I'd ran in practice. There we go then. We're going to be lining up P4 here as the number 21 car, so a big opportunity to try and gain some iRating. Luca, though, on a 1:21.3. That must have been an incredibly clean and tidy lap, but the slipstream is going to be critical around this circuit this evening, so trying to keep it clean and tidy on lap 1 as we head up the Kemmel Straight. This could get scary. Right, let's do this thing then. Spa, we've only got probably 9 laps ahead of us this evening, but this could get quite spicy. Let's try and make sure we get a good start and survive the source is probably the key.
Green.
Lights out. Oh, that guy in front of me has not gone off the launch. Not what you need as we head down towards someone there, and we're going to get a big old squeeze. So we head in towards the first corner. McLaren livered car going to try and come back around the outside. Then we actually have a 0x with someone, but couldn't do anything because we had the Porsche car on the inside. As we head down the hill in towards Eau Rouge and Radion for the first time, like I said, the slipstream is going to be absolutely critical, but trying to time your run on the car in front is going to be even more important as we're tucked right under the rear wing of the Porsche livery car. They just about get out of the slipstream in time there. That could have been quite a lot of contact. And luckily for me to begin with, the leader opting to give me some tow. We should potentially be up into P3 though, as we get down towards the end of the Kemmel Straight. But we've got to remember cold tyres and we're off the racing line. There's plenty of cars bunched up around us. We'll give them a big squeeze again through the next corner, but we will hang on. And up into P3 we go then. This is why I love Spa as a racing circuit there. Is he going to try and get those back at the inside? Yes, he is. We'll try and just squeeze him on the apex a little bit. And this is a brilliant little lap 1 battle so far. As we head down the hill, he wanted to try and do the old up and under, but we're not going to allow it. Just cover off the apex as best as possible. Luca and Javier already starting just to pull away a little bit as we head down the hill. So yeah, a lot of battling on this opening lap, but we have kept it pretty clean and tidy. That, like I said, we did pick up a 0x. Oh, and apparently a 1x as well at the start. So yeah, didn't notice we picked up that one. So we just head through the Fania chicane for the first time there. A couple of guys in front of us just losing a little bit. So we've definitely got to try and stay within the 1 second zone of the guy in front of us, Javier, of course, as we're going to be under a lot of pressure from the cars behind as we head up in towards Blanchimont for the first time. Still getting a bit of a draft, but it's nowhere near as much as the number 1 car Romeo's getting behind me. So let's have a look then. Tries to hook it up. We're going to have to force him to the outside. And definitely these cars are not fast enough. You just cannot build up the overspeed. They try and hook it up around the outside there unless you've got a much bigger run. Because that guy's going to send it way too deep into the bus stop. Luckily, both myself and Romeo there do spot it. But you can see top 2 again, still battling, still desperate to try and break out the slipstream. Luca definitely knows what he's doing in these cars. It's down at turn 1. Just get it nice and tidy tucked in. Of course, you've got to be a little bit careful with these cars. Where they're quite small, they can bottom out, of course, because the inside of the source is quite cambered right at the apex, especially over the curbing. But yeah, now we're at the 1 second zone. We might see Javier get a run as we head up the Kemmel Straight, but we are going to be focusing on our mirrors, and I don't think there's going to be much we can do against Romeo here, as we're going to try and just park it in the middle. He's going to force himself to the inside. We'll hold it completely straight, and then we'll duck back out to the racing line right at the apex. Open up the corner as best as possible for ourselves. Yeah, that time around, nothing we could do. He was... wheel just went light for a brief moment. Never had that before with the DD, but yeah, maybe, just maybe, Romeo can try and carry us up towards those top 2, but good little battle early on as, yeah, just a little bit of understeer as we head down the hill. Just got to keep it clean and tidy. Luckily, a bit of a gap forming behind us, so yeah, lots of battling going on early on here, but we have kept it pretty clean as that is not the line in towards Pouon there. So we are going to get a run down the hill. Is he going to try and defend it? Is it even worth really going for it? May as well try. See if we can hook it up around the outside, but no, we will just get the squeeze again. Still getting a bit of a run though as we head up in towards Blanchimont. Might allow us to have a look in towards the bus stop chicane, as I'm sure he's going to leave it parked over on the right hand side, which he's fully entitled to. Down around the outside again. He's definitely a tiny bit more confident than me on the brakes, but you know, I've only got to worry about that with 2 minutes to go rather than less than 5 minutes into the race. So we had a nice run out of the final corner though. Show the nose. He's going to allow me to have a look at the inside. Just slide it on the brakes. He'll probably try and go for the cut back off the corner. I mean, it's a pretty pointless move going for it at the source, of course, because he will just be able to get the run up the Kemmel Straight on me. But you know, we may as well do it for the content nonetheless. As we head down the hill, we've got Kiefer not too far behind. Sadly, not Marcel from F1 Esports, but yeah, we'll sit defensive again. The number 1 car will pull to the outside, and this is why these lower powered Formula cars work so well at Spa. But look, here comes Kiefer as well. Is he going to try and make it 3 wide there to the inside? Yes, he is. And we might just back out of this one. This is not a comfortable spot to be in. We have been well and truly Ricardo's ontoed. And Kiefer's mugged us both off. Straight up into P3 there. Fantastic move by him to go to the inside, to have the confidence to brake on the marbles. Fair play. Hats off. Ooh, big move there coming in from Romeo down in towards the Fania chicane. Thought we were all just going to sit back and kind of try and make it tidily through. apparently not. There as Kiefer again will hang on to it. This is brilliant racing. I love Spa. It's such a good track. It's such a shame it doesn't quite seem to suit modern day Formula 1 cars for whatever reason, but yeah, you bring a Formula 3 or a Formula 4 car here and it is an absolute ball until we get murdered at some point during this race, but there we go. Romeo trying to have a look back to the inside. We have just got a mega run on the pair of them, but we're not really going to be able to do anything about it. So we might be able to get to the inside of Kiefer off the corner. Just going to try and box him in. Ooh, moving around a little bit, and we'll back out of that one. Oh, there's contact. We'll try and just do the old up and under. And I just want to try and avoid contact, avoid chaos early on. I feel like these two are prepared to get their elbows out a little bit more than I am. Just the flashbacks from Imola last week as they are going to go side by side in towards turn 1. And I'm going to try and time a run off the corner. Let's see if we can try and get a run up the back straight then, just like we saw Kiefer do last time. We've got Liam, who's starting on that front row. Oh, look at this! They're getting really feisty with each other. As we head down in towards Eau Rouge, let's see what we can do though. Off the corners, you can see both of them getting a little bit squirrely, a little bit out of shape there. Kiefer's not going to be able to get the run off the corner, and are we going to have to try and go down the middle this time on the pair of them? We are getting a big slipstream to the inside. We'll go. This is just so much fun early on here. Spa is well and truly delivering as always.
Still there.
It's not confident enough on the brakes. Think we've still got a car there. No, we don't. I tried to give room to a car that wasn't even there. As off the corner we'll go. We'll just slot in front. And there we go. Cheeky double overtake. 2 laps in a row. 1 against me, 1 for me. Here we go again. Kiefer just starting to close up as we head in towards Blanchimont. Again, we're going to have to just park the car on the inside, but he's timed that run perfectly. As we head down in towards the bus stop.
Hold your line.
Just trying to coast it into the apex. Or back end slides around a little bit that time round. Might just been asking a bit too much of the Formula 4 car. Can only drive it like an F3 car for so long. As we head back over the start-finish line to start another lap.
Still there. Clear left.
We've ran too deep. He's going to be able to get the switch on the exit. We're going to be side by side as we head down in towards Eau Rouge. Oh, this is going to get scary. He might actually get fully past me by the time we get down here, but we're going to try and hang the nose on the inside. Side by side in towards Eau Rouge. Neither of us are going to give it up though. And we are actually going to be able to get a little bit of extra speed off the corner. We're going to have the outside through the next couple of turns, but are we going to be able to get the side draft? Look now at Liam coming up towards the pair of us as well, but we have got a little bit extra top end as we head down the back straight. Of course, fixed setups in these F4 cars. And we will try and just hook it up. Oh, just get squeezed a little bit to the apex. Can we do the old up and under? Off the corner. We'll have a look. Try and see if we can just keep the nose there. Ooh, big send. Get the car well and truly over the curbs, but we will force our way back through. The gloves are off, but the respect is still there. That's gonna... No, it's not gonna be a 1X. Somehow I got away with that. I mean, the top two have broken away, but I have got a huge grin on my face. This is so much fun so far. Oh, that's gonna be a 1X though. Way too wide through Pouhon. Second instant point of the day, but we're certainly not making any of it easy for any of us. Oh, horrible run at the final corner. He read that one like a book as we head back down in towards the source. Just going to try and slowly move him back over towards the racing line. We've got to make sure we get it slowed down nice and tidy this time. In towards the source, try and get on the power nice and early on the exit. But again, it's pretty pointless because he's just going to get such a run up the hill there. We might go side by side in towards Eau Rouge 2 laps in a row here. So I think he will just back out of it. Yes, he will. Tucks back in this time as we head through, but just about trying to cover off as best as possible, which we've done so far. But he is still going to be able to get the speed. As here we go, another one. Trying to go for it, but we're going to make this Formula 4 car as wide as possible. No, he's going to muscle his way there. And we're going to get Ricciardo's onto it again as we head up the back straight. Again, not the confidence to trying to hang it there in the middle. It's not where I want to be. And there we go again. Kiefer seems so confident on the brakes at the top of the hill, but yeah, this time around we got Suhail into the battle as he's now going to have a look at the inside down the hill. So we just got to again wait it out. There's a 1 second gap behind us. We could try and break free from the cars behind. Whoa, a little bit of contact there as we'll get back up the inside though.
Still there.
Side by side down in towards Puon. This is not where you want to be.
Hold your line.
Luckily.
Clear right.
So Hale's going to back out of it. We'll try and blend back over to the racing line as best as possible to open up the run through the corner to do us all a bit of a favour, but there are so many cars in that train further back. It's just all kicking off, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. This is, I mean, I know I keep saying it, but this is so much fun so far. I just don't want to get wrecked late on in the day. I mean, we've got, what, 6.5 minutes left to go, so probably 3 more laps. And a lot can happen in that time there. Oh, there we go, that time. Not getting the run off the corner is Kiefer, so we should be able to get straight.
Left side.
Right, it's the inside for now, but it will be the outside up in towards Blanchemont unless we can get fully past him. Oh, and here comes Sir Hale as well.
Still there.
Try and have a look around the outside. It's going to be difficult to pull it off, but we've just got a tiny bit of extra speed. Make sure we give him the room. Of course, you just can't carry the extra momentum particularly well, but we'll have the inside for the bus stop.
Still there.
Try and switch back, but so Hale's going to try and get there. Oh, we actually get a bit of contact from behind there. Just got a little bit of a kiss off the corner as we'll move back over to the racing line. That's really frustrating because that was a very, very minute bump.
Car right.
There we go. Move coming in. Whoa.
Clear right.
I think Kiefer's starting to get a little bit more aggressive there as we've got another person, Sergio. Oh, this is Sergio Perez. Fake Sergio Perez in his Ferrari. He's going to try and go side by side in towards Eau Rouge.
Still there, clear right.
Couldn't slot back in. Maybe if I had VR I would have been able to, but we've got such a poor run off the corner. We've got Liam as well coming at it. This race is not going to calm down, is it, between now and the end? 3 wide. Just in front of us. Liam's going to have a look to the outside of me, but there's nowhere to go. It's a wall of Formula 4 cars. We'll just back it out. Don't want to get involved in that. Another car coming in behind. Big lockups coming in. Cars on the grass. This is all just kicking off. Are we going to get the room as he spotted me there? Kind of, but not really. Oh, this is scary. This is scary, scary stuff at the moment. If there's any mismove by anyone in this group, could be game over for, well, if it's at the front, 6 cars still in this battle. Whoa, no. And that's exactly the kind of thing I meant. Just ground out over the curb there. We're up to 8 instant points as well, which is not going to do us any favours. So we might just have to sit back, let the carnage continue in front, and really go for it late on there, as luckily not picking up a 1x that time, but they're still side by side up the road. I mean, we may as well let this race play out to the end. 4 minutes to go, 2 more laps. This is probably not going to calm down between now and the end of this race. 6 cars strapping out for the final podium place. And a lot of iRacing at stake as well, of course, as we'll try and get a run off the corner. It might just be a case trying to pick off cars one by one, but we'll wait and see. There is the number 12, very, very wide off the corner. Luckily, we've got no pressure now from behind. David, a couple of seconds back. So are we going to be able to have a look on the 12? We are gaining. Didn't have the confidence that he wouldn't turn in. Just thought it's not worth trying to just get the front wing alongside. Might try and send it into the hairpin, into the chicane though. Sorry. Gonna have a look.
Alan, car left. He's still clear left.
It's probably worth.
Alright, right side's clear.
When can I catch a break?
P2's gone off in Lassaur. Hold your line.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Still there.
Focusing on the cars in front, and it's always just the car right in front of you that loops it round. I got no idea. We've got front wing damage. Whoa! That's a 1 second slowdown. It's all going pear-shaped late on in the day, but that is so frustrating. Tiny bit of contact, and it is, well, just a mistake from someone else. And again, I know I keep saying it, but wrong place at the wrong time. Is just going to have to keep pumping the brake. Got to get rid of this slowdown.
Car left. Clear left.
Oh, it's going to cost us so many places.
Clear left.
We're down to about P12, I think, now in this race. With just a lap to go after this one. It's all gone wrong, but we're not going to give up.
The gap in front has increased to 1.3.
That's going to cost us, though. It was going so well. I could have rejoined as well. That's annoying. 15 instant points out of nowhere. Just 2 really unlucky incidents. And it is completely our race ruined here from Spa. But got to get to the flag anyway. Not going to gain any I rating. Not going to gain any SR. I think the car is damaged, to be honest. It certainly feels a lot looser than it did just a couple of laps ago. Ah, just as I was getting to grips with the F4 car. Yeah, car's screwed. Oh, I'm DQ'd. No, I'm going to get... Yeah.
2 litres remaining.
The car was completely screwed going through right-hand corners. I got no idea what was wrong with it. See, the front wing's pretty much scraping on the ground. We must have damaged the suspension at the rear end, and that is the first time in a long old time I've been disqualified from a race on iRacing. It just went so badly wrong so quickly. 8 instant points. Nothing we could do about any of them. Unfortunately, or 9 even, I should say, because, of course, of the 1X on lap 1 there. We picked up 3 off-tracks during that race. That was it. But, oh, that is hard. Or 4 off-tracks even, sorry to say. That is a heartbreaking end to a race that, like I said, I had a huge grin on my face throughout most of that. But that's the way iRacing goes sometimes. Thank you all so much for watching this video nonetheless. I might have to come back to this again this week, to be brutally honest with you. But, yeah, we'll have to return very, very soon with more iRacing content.